Good afternoon. I'm Marla Ellerman. I'm publisher of Mobile Marketing and Technology Online. We're here today at Transact 16 with Heather Hatch, who's Director of New Product Innovation Development.
Same difference.
Same difference. Okay, great. Heather, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So let's just jump right into it. I feel like you are the E&V queen of the trade show floor. And what are your thoughts about, since the liability shift has changed since October, where do you think we are with E&V?
So I think we're coming into a realization of how difficult it is for a country to move into an EMV transition. Other countries have gone through this, and I think what we're seeing now is, some of the tier ones, the Targets and Walmarts of the world are done, and the countertop, terminals are pretty much done to where you can just have a mom and pop business that's done. Where we're kind of missing out is this whole middle tier of customers that are connecting to some sort of a POS system, and they're trying to sit there and wonder, how in the world do I get my payment connection to be EMV? So with that, we kind of launched a semi-integration service to where we're taking POS systems out of the payment and having the PAX device be an intelligent payment terminal instead of a dumb PIN pad. And we're managing the EMV. We're going to do all the heavy lifting, everything that goes with that. This isn't easy magstripe transactions and certifications anymore. This is very involved and detailed. And because it's just starting now in this country, next 5-10 years, we're going to be continually updating these applications. We're going to start it with chip and signature. Eventually it'll move to chip and PIN. There's a lot of moving factors and parts. And POS systems need to understand and know that they don't have to deal with this pain. We have to, we're the terminal, but they don't have to deal with this pain anymore.
Is the reason why PAX is so far ahead of the curve is because you already started implementing these types of terminals in the marketplace? I would have to say at least a year and a half ago, if I remember correctly.
Well, I think everybody's been trying to get EMV and chip card ready terminals out into the market. I think some of the applications have fallen behind a little bit, and now we're all catching up with that. But as far as the semi-integration goes, we launched that 6 years ago. We thought it might be a little quicker to come to EMV in the United States. But now that it's been out there, because we've been doing it for 6 years, there's already a ton of ISVs and VARs that have already done this integration. So it's a much more seamless transition that all of our terminals were already EMV ready. It's a simple remote application update for them to move forward.
As a question, is it the retailer that's going to get fined? Is it the processor? Right. Can you explain to us, now that regulation is happening, who actually does get fined for this?
Right. So that merchant is liable and responsible to have the equipment and the capabilities to take an EMV chip transaction. So if they are using an old terminal that doesn't have that capability, or if they're using a terminal that has the capability, an application isn't certified to handle the EMV capability to that specific processor, then that merchant needs to upgrade because they are liable for that fraudulent activity. So
whose responsibility is it to educate that retailer?
Well, I think the card brands have done a good job of trying to update, when the issuers and the acquirers of trying to update everybody on this liability shift. I think that ultimately these merchants getting chargebacks now because they're not prepared now it's hitting a pocketbook, right? So now they're okay. Now I'm going to go buy a new terminal.
Right. And can they get around that by taking a mobile payment?
Mobile payments are a part of the option when you're doing an upgrade to EMV. All of our terminals have built-in readers in them for NFC. So when it comes to Apple Pay and Google Wallet and even Samsung Pay for those solutions, it's already built into the terminal. So even though it's kind of hard for everybody to have to buy new hardware, you're getting some upgraded capabilities to be able to move your business into mobile payments.
So none of those old terminals that are out there can't just get a software upgrade. They have to be new.
Not for contactless issues, no. If it's not built into the device, there is no adding that from a hardware issue. Yeah.
Great. And you want to just talk about a few of the new products that you guys are launching?
Yeah, we have a new multi-lane group and products, a PX5 and a PX7. Differences, size of the screen, 5-inch screen or 7-inch screen. We have some new MPOS solutions with our D200 and D210 for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and pay-at-the-table solutions for mobile environments, restaurants, retail, any line busting, anything they're trying to do with that. Ultimately, we run the same applications on all of our terminals. So as far as the EMV goes, it's extremely seamless to use any of our products for any of those environments.
Right, that's exciting. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think we're good. It's a constant reminder in the United States and in any country that moves to EMV that, the education has to be out there. And our kind of goal with this is to make things easy and seamless. We're willing to take the heavy lifting on everything and try and make everybody else more comfortable with this change.
Yeah,
So.
that's great. So if you have any EMV questions, call Heather Hatch at PAX US. Thank you so much, Heather. Thanks for watching.